Welcome to the Magnolia mine video. We start out riding down the canyon away from the Commonwealth mine. So here we are at these little huts. I think there's a mine nearby. It's the area across the way where I really don't see any mining activity. Take a run up there and see if there's something, but there's no big tailing pile, so there's no big mine up there. Why there's little houses here, I don't know, unless there's a mine somewhere else nearby. Let's see what's up this road. I actually did ride up that road, and it just leads to a prospect. There's no mines up there. It's part of an old stove. Got one here. So it's got a vertical shaft there. Take a look in. Oh, down the road a piece there, there's some collapsed building. Up above, I noticed a leveled off area. At first, I thought it was a tailings pile. But after getting up here, I don't see any evidence of a mine. So perhaps it's part of a prospect. I do a lot of filming with a gimbal camera, and the gimbal smooths out motion for every motion except for up and down. So I've got this little spring-loaded device, and you can see the camera bouncing up and down, compensating for my footsteps. There's times when I'm walking over rough ground where it's bouncing up and down so bad you think that movie's going to look terrible. But it does compensate well. first glance down this shaft looked like it didn't go anywhere, but when you look at the right angle, it does go down. Now we'll head down to the collapsed building. Giant rat's nest in there. And here's some debris from the only building that still remains on this mining site. Now we're going to head to another mine that's on the other side of these hills over here. Somewhere along here there's a road that goes off to the right. According to Google Earth, we're looking for a right turn or a right split in the trail. Right here, I pulled off to take a look up the canyon to see all that mining activity. We'll go visit that on the way out. Right, so here we are. I believe it's the Magnolia mine. Big shaft here. For here we have the equipment bases for hoists and generators and whatever else they had up here. This is the highest point on the tailings pile. Very quiet and peaceful here. There are a couple of tailings piles above this main shaft. So we'll head up there and see what we can see. This one here is just a hole. Quite a nice tailings pile. Got your shaft here. It's got a pretty substantial tailings pile for what it is. And then there's a trench up here that doesn't have any tunnels in it. I guess they didn't find what they were looking for. Now we're headed back to that canyon that I stopped to check out on the way in. I did ride up and check out all those excavations, and they're all just prospects, except for this one right here. Oh yeah, there's definitely a tunnel here. You can see there's a lot of copper ore on the ground, and then in the rock above the tunnel, there's lots of copper still waiting to be mined. Wow, just look at all the copper ore in this, all over the place. Most of the mines out here, including the named ones, have very little to no information on the database. The next video is going to be about a mine that I have a lot of information on. I actually found a book that was written in 1949 by a guy who went out and observed the mine in operation. So I hope you'll join me for that.